Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast. I am your host, Jay Victor. Thank you once again for joining me today during Monday Night Football, being recorded this Monday evening, September 9th of 2024. A lot on the plate today. As far as news and goings on, I'll be going over a new top 5 list of the most recent sweepstakes that I vote are the best. Opinions may differ, but the best sweepstakes that I saw that came out within the last week or so, as well as doing some winner shout-outs because it seems like August ended and there was an absolute avalanche of winners for different sweepstakes and some huge prizes up there. But I'm also going to lead off with a suspension, my first of which happened on Instagram. Because I haven't done many Instagram sweeps, but I started recently getting into it, and wouldn't you know, after a week, I get suspended. More on that in a second. If you have your own kind of stories about suspensions, questions, comments, ideas, or thoughts on this or any other topic, including any recent or biggest wins that I have not shouted out or that maybe you haven't posted, for the sake of anonymity, as it were, feel free to drop me a line, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's sweepstakespodcast, all one word, @gmail.com. So, what's going on? I received a suspension notice from Instagram that let me know that I am suspended for about the next week or so. I think it was a 2-week suspension total. I forget exactly when I received the suspension, but it probably has to do with a lot of the recent shares and hashtags, and I'm not sure how their AI or their algorithm figures it out, but who knows? You can't really fight City Hall on this wall because, hey, guess what? Facebook, Instagram, all of Mr. Zuckerberg's companies do not have a customer service line that you can call. So, and honestly, I don't blame them. They make their money off of advertising. They really don't sell anybody a service as far as social media goes. So if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't have an 800 number that I would have to hire people to run to listen to people complain either. So I'm going to sit this one out, and good luck to all of my friends and family members and colleagues and other people I know in the hobby. It's not going to stop me from doing the majority of my sweepstakes, which are non-Instagram related, but certainly have fun. I'll still be getting the messages, and you are more than free to tag me if you know what my Instagram is, but maybe more on that later or save it for another time. A lot of winners, as I mentioned lately, and some big prizes from, your typical small winnings on Instagram, but just lately I have seen some major wins across various forums and Facebook groups, as well as posts from my favorite site, Sweepstakes Fanatics. But it looks like someone off of the Sweepstakes Advantage website posted that they won $2,000 in the Febreze car gas sweepstakes. So that's a $2,000 check. Nothing better than free money for sure. But you read through, this forum or all the other ones, it seems like August had a huge amount of traffic as far as the sheer quantity of sweepstakes that were going on. And they certainly delivered because people are getting really neat prizes. They're posting about them, and even the little ones. There just seems to be so many that are being done, but more surprisingly, if any of you folks know about the Lunchables, I believe it was Nintendo Switch sweepstakes, that one ended, I believe, in mid-July. And as of September 5th, which I believe it was a Friday or Saturday, people are still getting notifications that they won a Switch or they got a Switch coming their way which is really great news because you figure sometimes when you don't hear from a sweep for a month or two, you call it quits and say, well, I didn't win that one. Better luck next time. But sure enough, people are still receiving these Lunchables Nintendo Switch winning emails. So congratulations to everybody who picked up on that one. That is certainly a wonderful win. It looks like on the Sweepstakes Fanatics official group on Facebook, Todd also posted, clipping it from his website and his winners list, that our friend JB from Madison, Wisconsin received a congratulations email about being the grand prize winner on the Jackpot Sweepstakes sponsored by, I believe it's Vodego or Vodego Inc. And I believe this is the one that had John Cena on the marquee, something to do with his movie. But pending confirmation of eligibility, this person won the grand prize, which is a 10-ounce gold bar with a listed retail value of $25,750 as of Monday, August 19th. And for those of you not in the know, the last I knew, within the last week, gold is at its highest value in history since they kept keeping records. So good for you, JB from Madison, Wisconsin. Congratulations on the fantastic win. You also get Buffalo Wild Wings for a decade, retail value of $5,000, which to me, pardon the pun, that is as good as gold, because I wouldn't mind getting Buffalo Wild Wings for 10 years. And to top it all off, the good old tax savings check, just a straight up check for $10,000 for his tax offset or for whatever he would like to use it for. So once again, JB from Madison, Wisconsin, congratulations. You are a big winner. And for those of you that are listening, there's a ton of other prizes in that sweepstakes besides the grand prize. I think they'll be giving out some 1 ounce and some smaller gold bars and gifts. So keep your fingers crossed if you have not received an email or a call from these folks. And best of luck to everybody who entered that one. But I'm glad to see someone from our community, and especially from Sweepstakes Fanatics, won that jackpot prize. So congratulations, JB. And then also another person, and I saved this for last because this is a great one as well, from the Sweepstakes Fanatics official group on Facebook, Miss Sherry H. She posted the notification and it caught my eye right away because it is using the same header from the same company for which I won my biggest sweepstakes prize. So our friend Sherry received a letter from $1 Million Media and the 99 brand Flavorite Summer Sweepstakes. She was the grand prize winner, and they enclosed for her a check of $9,999. So congratulations, Sherry. Awesome win. Nothing better than cash, except if it's more cash. So congratulations to everybody. Winnings big and small, and hopefully the winnings are big, small, and many moving forward. And hopefully we'll be hearing more about your winnings in the future. And like I said previously, if you do have a win that you would like to share with myself that has maybe not been called out or posted online or that I may have missed, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. All one word, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. So I wish I had some cool intro music like David Letterman, but I don't. So we'll be moving on to the top 5 as far as the top 5 most recent sweepstakes that came out. Now, again, I've mentioned this before. I think this is maybe the third top 5 list that I've come out with. Certainly, if you don't agree, you are more than welcome to disagree. But feel free to drop me a line via email and let me know what you think is a better sweepstakes. I'm more than willing to listen and would love the input. And these are just my opinions, but there are some great ones that recently came out, and I'll share those with you now. Coming in at number 5, the General RV America Needs a Vacation giveaway. They have this listed as a 3-winner giveaway. 3 winners will get a Coachman Clipper travel trailer, which I've been looking for a travel trailer since probably before the pandemic kicked off. They've gotten really expensive, come down a little bit in price, but in many cases, I think the prices are starting to come down. Todd has this one listed in his wonderful write-up on his website as 3 grand prize winners receiving 1 new Coachman Clipper Cadet 17BH, which I believe would be the bunkhouse version, RV, and retail value up to $14,000. So the one they're giving away, and like I said, I've been in the market, or at least been looking for about the past 5 years. This might be a bit of a stripper type model, unless they are quoting a sale price or if there's some kind of hitch that it's used, because these, the 17BH, the model names typically work out to 17 for 17 foot, BH for bunkhouse, 17 foot for a travel trailer is reasonable. You can tow it with, a light duty pickup truck or some larger SUVs. But these, in my experience, are usually about 20 to 22, 25 grand now, unless they're quoting some kind of sale price. But in either event, it's an RV. They're giving away 3 of them. They're free besides the taxes, so good luck to you. Best of all, it's a single entry. It runs September 4th through November 5th. So we got it going for 2 months, and you just got to enter once, so it should be pretty easy. They did note that the RV has to be picked up from the nearest local General RV dealership. So if you don't think you can make arrangements or pick it up, check the map before entering the sweepstakes, or have a plan in place, because this isn't going to be like one of the ones I've mentioned before where they're just going to bring it to you or ship it to your house. So good luck to everybody on that one. Coming in at number 4, Toyota's Game Day Giveaways. I found this one intriguing because it's got a pretty long run. It's going to be running September 4th through January 7th. It is listed as single entry here and open to residents and our friends in the 50 states, including DC. And if I didn't mention it, for the RV sweepstakes, also open to the 50 states, including our friends in DC. This Toyota giveaway is a 3-night trip for 2 to attend the next Super Bowl in New Orleans, Louisiana. Trip includes hotel, airfare, game day tickets. Prize value is listed as $50,000. So keep that in mind for tax purposes, because even on the cheap side, if they hit you for the full value, you're looking at, depending on how much you make and what they're going to hit you for, $75,000, $10,000, $15,000 worth of federal taxes. Holy cow. So it's the trip, the tickets, a $500 travel stipend, and a $5,000 check. Oh, they do have a $5,000 check intended to offset tax implications. So that's certainly helpful, and I'm glad I read the rest of it. Shame on me for not reading all the way through. But in my opinion, any of the sweepstakes that they have that involve going to a Super Bowl, I mean, that is really on my bucket list. So, good luck to everybody who's entering that one. You will notice that beyond the sweepstakes for the Super Bowl, they have, and this is why I picked it to be on the list, they have a challenge within this challenge. So every week, they're going to be posting, for instance, the Chiefs versus the Falcons game. They mentioned on their website on September 22nd, a touchdown from each team in the second half could score you an exciting prize to be announced soon. So they haven't figured it out yet, and their official rules don't really spell this out too well. But on the picture, beyond winning something to the Super Bowl, they show the new Toyota Land Cruiser, NFL merch. They show a couple other Toyota cars. The assumption being is that the weekly portion of this contest is going to include the opportunity to win all these cars. So it's not just a single entry, one and done, and you wait till January to see who won. The assumption is that they're going to be doing some kind of big prize or prizes during this time that is going to include other stuff. So keep an eye out for that. I set up this entry, the weekly portion, on my browser to be filled out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So pretty much once Monday Night Football is done. And obviously you want to see what the prize is going to be as well. So, good luck to everybody entering this one. I'll be very excited to see beyond the Super Bowl what else or what other kind of prizes that they are giving out for the sweepstakes. So it should be pretty interesting to see how that works out. So I'll be following up. Maybe there's more information, or maybe they release something in a subsequent official rules addendum that will spell out the rest of the prizes that will go along with that. So good luck to everybody on that one. Number 3, the Cricket Wireless Pay It Forward Sweepstakes. I picked out this one because it runs for about 2 months, from September 6th through November 14th. It is a daily entry, and it's open to all of our friends in the 50 United States, including DC, who have reached the age of majority. And basically, they'll be giving out 10 grand prizes in the sweepstakes, which will include a $500 check and a Samsung Galaxy S24 smartphone. These smartphones are not cheap nowadays, so they're listing the total retail value per each prize as $1,099. So make the assumption that you'll get a check for $500, and you'll be getting a brand new smartphone that has a value of $599, which at last thought, I thought the Galaxy S24s were quite a bit more than that. But either way, 10 winners in that one. Daily sweepstakes running for about 2 months, just kicked off about 3 days ago. So good luck to everybody who enters that one as well. Number 2, the Ford Built Ford Tough Tailgate Sweepstakes. There's only going to be one grand prize winner, so shame. Not a whole bunch of winners, but this one is going to run from September 5th through January 31st. There's only going to be one winner, open to all of our friends in the 50 United States, as well as DC, ages 18 and older. This is listed as the winner's choice of a 2024 F-150 Lariat truck, retail value $67,485, or a 2024 F-150 Lariat truck with Power Boost hybrid engine, little higher retail value of $68,085, and the last one, a 2024 F-150 Lightning Lariat truck with the highest retail value, $79,090. In my opinion, and this is coming from a guy with almost 15 years of experience in the car business, I'm going to be going with the cheaper and more proven gas-only option of the Ford F-150 Lariat truck, which also means less money in tax implications. Winner can select to have the vehicle wrapped in the logo/colors of participating NFL team on whose website winner entered the sweepstakes. The one that I did was linked to Sweepstakes Fanatics. It happened to be on the Cowboys website, even though I am a Raiders fan. It says the winner can select, which, even if I did on the Raiders website, I would not have a truck wrapped unless actually, you know what? I am a diehard Raiders fan, so I'm not going to say that I'm not, but just for the purposes of the truck, if I did win this truck, if I were going to keep it, it would be the gas-only version, but B, if I was going to sell it, I would not want to have a wrap on there. So just my opinion. But beyond that, if you are not the grand prize winner, good news, 8 first prizes, 2 tickets to a home game or an away game of the participating NFL team on whose website the winner entered the sweepstakes, actual retail value of $500. So good luck to everybody on that one. And lastly, my pick, certainly may not be everybody's, but my pick for the number 1 sweepstakes that was released within the last week. And a lot of you who have been doing sweepstakes will remember a similar one from last year. TCL's Season of More giveaway. There may be, and note my words, maybe up to 750 winners getting a TCL TV. So there is a big catch and a big caveat. But it also makes this really fun and really enjoyable, especially A, if you're a football fan, B, if you're into fantasy football, because this kind of all ties together with that. So this is a weekly entry. And obviously it's a lot easier than the dailies, but you want to make sure that you get in your entry every single week, because it is going to have to do with a game or something that happens in football. And what was amazing that last year, and I forget what week it was, if I had to take a guess, maybe it was week 13 or 14. And they have a similar one this year. It was a stat that was very unlikely to happen. It was like a kickoff return of 98 yards or more, and TCL was going to give away $1 million worth of 98-inch TVs. And obviously, these companies have insurance on these types of sweepstakes in case, quote unquote, the impossible happens. Well, sure enough, it happened, and I wish I had looked it up before, but maybe I'll give the answer next week. I believe it was a player from the Jets, did a 99-yard kickoff or a punt return, and TCL came through, and I remember there were quite a few folks posting on Sweepstakes Fanatics, as well as Sweepstakes Advantage and other forums, saying that they were one of the winners and that they delivered the TV to their house. But that's certainly in play this year as well. And like I said, if you're into fantasy football, it ties in really well because you're going to be watching the stats anyway. So if you're interested, log in or turn on your computer or get on your phone every week. Put in your weekly entry. Unless I'm incorrect, I believe this starts with week 2. So today being Monday, the Jets and 49ers are ending week 1 of the beginning of the NFL season. So it says week 2 entry. The game date is 9/12. So this is going to be for Thursday's game. The event, one player from either team records 115 or more receiving yards. It's certainly possible for a professional football player to do that. So if that happens, they will give away $50,000 worth of the 115-inch QM8 TVs. So if it's a 115-inch TV and they're giving $50,000 worth away, I can't imagine it would be more than 3 or 4 TVs. But if you enter on their website, you'll see the whole layout, and they have it for every week. Week 3 is going to be $50,000 worth of 98-inch TVs. Week 4 is going to be $50,000 worth of 65-inch TVs, and so on until you hit week 13, which is the big one, $1 million of 98-inch TVs. That game will be played on November 29th, and the caveat is that one player has to get 4 or more sacks, which, if you know anything about football, that is a very difficult task. So we'll see if that actually happens, and I certainly hope it does. After week 13, you have week 14, 15, 16, and 17, as well as the wild card entries, which the wild card entries happening on January 11th, 12th, and 13th. If there's a touchdown, regular touchdown of 98 yards or more, guess what? Another $1 million worth of 98-inch TVs. So that's going to be it. The TCL Season of More giveaway. That'll be a fun one to follow. And I certainly wish everybody the best and wish you the best of luck. That's going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to maybe doing another episode mid or later in the week. But this has been Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast. I'm your host, Jay Victor. Have a wonderful day.
This has been a Father and Son production.